Good morning, beautiful people. This is Orjanette Cooper,
Proceed to the route.
Nurse practitioner, author, and solo female traveler, business owner. I am going to say this. I'm in Texas. I've already gone from Florida to Texas. I've traveled probably a total of 20 something hours, and yeah, I'm pretty covered up right now because it's really cold. I want to share some things with you about my journey. It's been very, very, very interesting. Got down to 31 last night, and I did not turn the heating system on in the RV. So my feet got a little cold. I have a total of 20 more hours to go before I'm at my destination. Reason why I am doing this solo travel is because I'm doing it because I work across the country, and I wanted to have something of my own for business purposes and for just a temporary housing situation, because all my stuff is in Florida. So I travel usually home probably twice a month, airplane, and let me tell you something, all the stuff that I have to load in and out of the hotels, it becomes very stressful. So I figured it would be easier, I don't know if you can say that, it would be easier just to get my own little RV and do this travel. You probably say, why are you doing this travel alone? Well, you know, after your kids grow up and after you get a divorce, you find that you have to do a lot of things on your own. This journey is real, guys. And if I had an opportunity or a choice, I probably wouldn't do it. But I'm going to tell you something. It has been so educational, and there's so many things that I do that are so good for me. And this is one of them. And that is stepping out on faith and trusting in the Lord. I don't lean to my own understanding for sure. I actually trust on Him in everything that I do. And it's just been a journey. Now, driving an RV, you learn a lot. Every day you're learning something. You always have to have 1 to 2 apps in your phone that's added. One is for where you rest, where you camp, and then one is for actual truck routes. I say that because I have traveled to Texas in my car, in my SUV, but traveling in a RV is quite different. You have to know the height of the RV, you have to know the weight of the RV, and if you have propane tank, you definitely need to know what bridges you cannot go. Now, because I had traveled it before, I know that I could not go under the bridge going Louisiana. There are so many bridges, Louisiana, the levees and all of that.
Proceed to the route.
What route you can go, which route you cannot take. And that's why I have 2 maps going at all times. And I actually follow signs, and I actually look for height restrictions. Okay? So, with that being said, I'm back in my RV. It feels a little bit warmer in here. I look for the height restrictions, and I look for alternate routes, truck routes, and even with the rest stations, it's very important for me to know like which route to go. I usually go, as you can see, in between where the trucks are, because I know that the restrictions are not going to be the same. I know the other day I took one, I look a little ashy, don't I? I'm sorry. I took one of the parks. It was a really nice park, and I rested there, but I parked right between the trucks like I am now, and I don't know if that was what I was supposed to do, but I did it anyways. No one said anything, so that was good. The good thing about traveling in an RV is when you have to take a potty break, guess what? I just go in the back and go to the bathroom. Excuse me. It's not a big deal. However, hold on one second, sorry. When I need to rest, I can actually do the same thing. Come to a rest area. There are some locations that are more RV friendly than others, and knowing where you can park and where you can get away with it. So I definitely stop when I'm tired, go back in the back, get a quick hour nap or so, and then I get back on the road, or I'll take a 4-hour nap. So last night, to let you know, I was in Louisiana, and I had been traveling from 2 in the morning to late in the afternoon. I think I was on the road for about 14 hours, but I took 16 hours, and I took a 4-hour break. Went to the mall and went shopping in Alabama. So this cross-country excursion is pretty interesting. But last night I was in Louisiana at the Cracker Barrel. It's typically RV friendly, and it's right by the highway, so you can always go there and stop if you need to. They didn't have the parking spaces like normal, so I had to ask. I called in, and the owner said, the manager said, yes, it is approved. There's no problem. You can park anywhere. Well, I think this was about 7:30, 8 o'clock. Well, guess what? I parked it. Was a few cars around, but by the time I woke up 4 hours later, no cars were around. I was by myself. A little scary. A little scary. But what really was interesting is I decided not to turn the heating system on last night, and my feet got ice cold. So I got up about 2 in the morning, and I actually ended up turning on the furnace, not knowing that you only have a 2-hour window, but it's all safety purposes that you got to be careful. So the furnace was on for about an hour, and I warmed up, and it felt great. Honestly, I slept like a baby. The sleeping is amazing in the RV. But when I finally got up, I was like, okay, it's time to get on the road and go. So I went on the road, and I have traveled. Get through Louisiana, you're going through all these crazy bridges. You have to bear from 10 to 12, 12 to the alternate truck route, and then you go made a mistake and went 210 bypass. Nope, do not go that route. Those bridges are very, very big, very long. They're high up, and it's just not a good idea. It's safety purposes, it's just not a good idea, especially when you're talking about propane on your tank and things that can happen. You just don't want to take a chance. Now, I'm in Texas. I just arrived in Texas. I'm not happy about Texas because it is going to be about a 11 to 13 hour drive. The roads are horrible. So it's cold outside, roads are horrible. What does that tell you that I need to do? I need to check the air pressure in the tires, make sure they're good, because you lose pressure when the PSIs, you lose it when it's cold. Another lesson I learned the other day, when I first started the journey and almost had an anxiety attack. This is an automatic vehicle. However, the auto shift, you might have to shift down to go up. So when I was going up in Tallahassee region area, even before that, the car stopped on me in the middle of a bridge, and I was like, oh my God, really? I almost had a panic attack, thought I was going to lose it. However, everything worked out. I did some research and begin to understand that you have to increase your RPM, and you also have to downshift to about a 3 drive to get up those steep. And if it's up a mountain, you go 1. So but as a female, you still have to put your feet on that gas pedal. So these are very simple things that I'm saying, and I'm going to give you some more tips and things that I learned. Oh, by the way, if you have an RV and you're doing any kind of travel like that, get a heating blanket. Do not leave your house without a heating blanket. When it's hot outside, it's kind of easier. You can use a fan and open up the window. if you're not using air conditioning. But when it's cold, you need a heating blanket. All right. That's all I'm going to say for now, and I will come back and give you more tips and things that I'm learning on this journey. And you keep me prayed up and blessed, and you stay blessed. This is 2024, and this is your girl Orjanette Cooper Bryant on her journey back to Yuma to work in her RV.